pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
Come on, man.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Oh, I missed that shit. Oh.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that, and helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a Rams first down. Running gets him to about the 44. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
The fuck are we offside?
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 35 on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle, complete to Judy. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing again here, Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
Excuse my snarkiness
Jesus
here, but
fucking
isn't the
Christ.
idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way, and they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here we go on 4th down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. Bulldog, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Rams nothing. McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big fella past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, Winfrey?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Good catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, it just didn't happen. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Now Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. Running right through him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Williams again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down.
And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Check, 59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. 95.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And a route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a play fake here on first down.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
56.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. On second and 7, Wilson making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
McManus's point after is good, and a route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll look to throw here.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to sling this deep downfield. They've got his man complete. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, L.A. Jacob Harris with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year.
And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson.
That's complete. Okuegbuna.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Jerry Judy.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos add on. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Bro, I'm fucking tired, bro.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. They try the left side here with Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Should have been fucking big. Fuck.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line.
Wow.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for L.A. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Brings up the 3rd and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. The 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead.
69, Rams 14. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Finding Harris over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. There he goes, right side.
Uh-oh.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by one more.
76, Rams 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Sometimes I feel like I'm not even fucking playing.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A handoff as they run the counter play. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now a handoff as they run left side. Runs over him. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Broken tackle, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Pushes him aside at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 30. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Trucks over him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
YBN want a thing out.